In the past, I had always thought of retirement as a time when you no longer had to go to a job and you had all the time you wanted to do all the things that you never had time to do before and all the things that you enjoy doing. Back when I was working at a job, I would have coworkers that would go on vacation. When they got back, I would jokingly ask them, "Hey man, how was vacation? You glad to be back?" They would kind of, a number of times, they would say, "Yeah, it was pretty fun. I had a good time. I did this or that. But yeah, toward the end, I started getting bored, so I'm glad to be back at work." And that would just really shock me because I'd be thinking, bored? It's like, man, I've got so many things I need to do and that I would like to do. Man, hey, if you're bored, I got some things for you. As I was getting closer to retirement, I was actually getting kind of stressed about it because I had in my mind all these different things that I was planning on doing and spending my time on when I retired. I was looking at that I was going to be caretaking for my mom. So that meant needed to take care of our place, our apartment, and then she was going to get an apartment next to us. So two apartments. And I know with Jennifer in the past, I know that taking care of one is a full-time job, but as two plus caretaking, all those are full-time jobs. And then I had in my mind some ideas on starting a business to bring in some more income. There were some things that I was going to need to be working on to get myself healthier that I hadn't been able to do previously. And then a big important thing that I really wanted to be able to spend more time on was working on the videos that God had called me to do. Then God started thinning some things out that were on my plate. First of all, unfortunately, my mom had a fall and she couldn't be in an apartment by herself, and our apartment is too small to have any. We got 6 cats, 3 people in a 2-bedroom small apartment. So she had to go into a place of her own, into an assisted living facility. And the whole business idea, well, some little terrorists kind of put me out of business. Well, it looks like the squirrels decided to put me out of business. All the acorns are dug up, even though they're growing trees now. Got 1, 2, 3 that are still planted out of 18. Yeah, you, buddy, you. Well, that's okay though, because ultimately I know God is in control, and I have definitely learned a lot through this. I'm able to grow the trees. Can't really grow all that many here anyway. I might have to wait till we're in a house or have a backyard and I can do something to keep these little terrorists out. I always liked the idea of having my own business and being able to work from home, just having the flexibility and being able to work from home. I had done it in the past and I like doing that, but right now for retirement, it looks like the biggest job that is time-consuming job that's going to be left over for me right now is taking care of everything at the home, all the chores and the maintenance and everything else, which is not exactly the home business that I kind of pictured. And it really only made sense doing what we're doing right now with Jennifer going back to work after finishing homeschooling our son. She's able to make more money than I'm able to make with her experience that she has. And actually, with me taking my retirement, my 2 retirement incomes are actually going to be more than what I made while I was working at my last job. That was one of the things that really figured into me taking retirement. Take retirement and be able to do more things with more money or keep working. Yeah. It's actually like Jennifer and I switched jobs. The only difference is that with me being home, I actually have an income coming in for doing the things around here where she didn't before. Plus, we have an outside income. We've got some catching up to do for us both to be able to retire, and she has a little ways to go before she's retirement age. So it looks like this is going to help us move in that direction a lot quicker. It's actually kind of like getting a new job where it feels a little overwhelming. Doing laundry. Cleaning out the water pitchers, especially this new one, because I don't want it to get like this old one over here. So on the new one, I want to try to keep it from getting calcium deposits here like on the old one, and to try to keep any mold or bacteria from developing in our drinking water. Jennifer and I have been married for almost 20 years now. That's been good. It's been over 20 years since I've been single, and I've had to do all this stuff myself. So it's like a new job in that I got to figure out a system and a schedule to be able to get everything in. And typically I'm trying to do more than I actually have time to do. But working out a system to make sure that I have time for the video production, the really important thing that I feel like God has just continually been leading me to do. In all the years that I've been working on video, I've felt this constant pull on me to be able to figure out ways to make money or be able to make more money than I'm making currently. But thank the Lord, right now in this situation, I have money coming in and I'm able to have time to be able to work on the video stuff. And God keeps reminding me that the souls of people sharing about God, helping people come to know about God and how to become right with God for all of eternity is way more important than any amount of money that I could ever earn. There is no more important work that I could be putting my time towards. Ever since we dissolved the nonprofit we had for the ministry, and now we have money coming in, we don't have to charge anybody anything. We don't have to go around asking for money. We don't have to make ministry a business, which I don't think it's supposed to be anyway. So it's really cool to see how God has worked this out, and we're just moving into what He has for us in this season right now, and are just very thankful for what He's doing.